Time to Talk Tuesday, where your local realtor, Antonio Newton, discusses the local market and common issues, providing quick solutions, creative ideas, as well as tips for investors, home buyers, and homeowners.
Hi, my name's Antonio Newton, your local realtor with the Newton Group as Coldwell Banker. Thank you and welcome to today's episode of Time to Talk Tuesday. Today we're discussing things that a homeowner can do to add value to their home before selling. In today's market, everybody wants to maximize their dollar when putting their home on the market. So these are some things for you to consider before you put your home on the market as we approach the spring season. So before we jump into today's episode, please don't forget that you can find all of our video content, Time to Talk Tuesday, our After Coffee interview series, as well as Home of the Day and Market Stats on our YouTube channel at Antonio Newton Realtor. Please don't forget to like and share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so that way you get notified of all of our video content. And as always, if there's a topic that you'd like for us to discuss on an episode of Time to Talk Tuesday, please don't hesitate to reach out to us by phone or email, and we'll make sure we cover that topic for you on a future episode. So let's dive in. We're talking about things to do to increase the value of your home before selling. Now, we're increasing the value. That doesn't necessarily mean increasing the price. So value means it's going to be perceived by the buyer, and sometimes prices increase, but sometimes this is going to make your home more marketable and competing in such a competitive market. So one of the first things we want to talk about is update the essentials. So as we know, South Carolina is one of the original states of the United States, and so there's a lot of older homes here in the Midlands area. And some of these homes need to be updated. We're talking about roof. We're talking about your HVAC system. We're talking about your electrical panel box. Some homes still have copper water pipes. So things like these may need to be looked at and adjusted, because if a buyer sees that, then they're going to see that it's an expense that they have to undertake. So to be proactive and plan for these things will be very essential in making sure that you get top dollar for your home. The second thing we're going to talk about is hiring an inspector. Now, of course, a buyer is going to have an inspection done 9 times out of 10 on the property. But the benefit of hiring an inspector for you as the seller before you put your house on the market is, one, any major repairs that may need to take place, you are notified those so you can start budgeting those. Because if not, then it may come up during negotiations. And that will really put you behind the 8 ball as the home seller, knowing that you have this major expense that needs to be corrected in order to move forward with the sale. If you know about that beforehand, then not only can you budget for it and get it corrected, but you can also have more time to shop around to make sure you find the most economical and reasonable way to get that issue addressed. But then not only that, most contracts and most repair addendums are going to require that you have a licensed contractor do the repairs. So you as a homeowner, if you've already done a home inspection, then a lot of the small issues you may be able to address yourself, or you may be able to hire a handyman who's not a licensed contractor to take care of these issues. Anything with door jams or caulking or some of the smaller things that we see on repair addendums sometimes. Number 3 is going to be to remember regular maintenance. So regular maintenance or deferred maintenance can really impact the value of your home. As we say, you can only spend $1 once. So if you haven't done any kind of upgrading or regular maintenance or upkeep of the yard or things like that, then we're going to have to make sure when we hit the market that our list price reflects the fact that we haven't done those things. So if you can start some regular maintenance, and if you haven't been doing it, then get everything updated. So when's the last time you had your weather stripping looked at? When's the last time you had your HVAC serviced or tuned up? When's the last time you had your hardwood floors repolished or those scuffed? So things like these are going to be things that a buyer look at. And once again, if a buyer is going to have to pay for these things, then they're going to obviously charge it back to you in terms of their offer price. Number 4 is going to be some of the aesthetics of the home, and we're talking about improving your curb appeal. The outside is very important and how you do that. So you want to make sure, obviously, the grass is cut, edge mowed, bushes trimmed. You may need to take out some dead flowers. You may need to take out a dead tree. You want to make sure around the mailbox, make sure you have a nice mailbox that is painted. You may want to replace some mulch or put some rocks down in your flower bed or paint new flowers. And you don't want to forget about the exterior of your home. You want to also remember to paint the exterior if needed. So if you have wood trim around your windows, not only would replacing the windows be something to consider, but make sure you paint that wood trim. If you have porch and a porch railing or porch columns, that's wood, you want to make sure you paint that. If you got still the wood and fascia and wood soffit, you want to make sure you paint that. Not only is it going to make your home appear better and photograph better, but also certain loan types, if you have that chip and paint, and if your home is of a certain age, then that could cause appraisal issues as well and may still need to be addressed. So the more proactive you can be in getting your home ready and in top-notch condition, once again, the more value you're going to add and the quicker it'll sell and for more money. You want to look at decluttering. Decluttering is a major thing. Obviously, if you're preparing to move, that means you're going to be moving out of this house. So the more things you can take away, it's going to have two benefits. One is going to depersonalize the house, so that way homeowners, future homeowners, or buyers in the marketplace can really see themselves in your home. The second thing that's going to do is it's also going to make your home look bigger. The more stuff you can take out, then you're really going to showcase the space and the size of your home, which again is going to help add and bring more value to your home. You want to make sure you get it deep clean. We're talking deep clean. So think of spring cleaning times 10. You want to make sure every inch is clean. And you may want to hire a professional to do this one-time cleaning, and there's certainly those out there. But we're talking about cleaning the ceiling fans, cleaning the blinds, making sure all the cabinets are wiped down, all the doors, door hinges, baseboards, everything in the house, window ledges, because your house is going to be on display to the marketplace and to the world, and buyers are going to notice these things. So you want to make sure you have the carpets clean, not just vacuum, but clean. And they may need to be replaced depending on the condition of those. But a great deep clean is not only going to make your home smell fresher whenever buyers come in, but it's also going to make it appear fresher as well, because it will be fresher. You want to make sure, speaking of fresh, we let as much light in as possible. You know, light and airy and bright is what people are looking for. That's what people want. So having windows open, having blinds open. As we prepare to go into spring, we're going to have some really nice weather. So having a window open, make sure you have a screen so you don't let little bugs and critters come in. And of course, this is going to be after the pollen, but that fresh air, really, who doesn't love a nice breeze and fresh air? So being able to let those curtains back, some bright curtains or some light curtains that go with the color scheme of your home will really help showcase it, once again, adding and bringing more value to you. And you want to paint the interior of your home. You know, in our profession, painting is one of the best returns on your money that you can get. You know, I need a fresh haircut right now, but having a fresh haircut is a home that's just recently painted. Not only is it going to appeal to the eyes, but also the smell. It's like that new car smell, that fresh paint. So when they walk in there, they're going to recognize that, because not only are we trying to appear to their sights, but we're trying to appear to all their senses, including smell, touch, and everything. And speaking of appearing to their senses, pay attention to the smells. You know, if you've had a pet that's been in the house, whether it's a cat or dog, you may need to get an air purifier to just help get that smell out of the home. If there's any kind of musty odors from a garage or anything nearby, you want to make sure that you try to get that smell out, not just cover it up by buying a scented candle or one of those wax warmers, even though those can be beneficial as well, but you want to make sure you try to get that air purified. And once again, opening the windows, allowing fresh air, and letting your home air out can work wonders for getting that out. Then you want to look at certain upgrades that you can do. So now a lot of people are concerned with being eco-friendly and going green. One of the things that we talk about, that we mentioned, is replacing windows. If you have the older windows, getting the double pane vinyl siding windows with the energy efficient windows may be helpful. Getting thermostats that you can program. Some people are looking at solar panels. It's going to be important that you know your marketplace, because in some markets we see that greenhouses are selling at a higher price per square footage, but in some markets the trend isn't there. In some markets, solar panels and things can actually be a hindrance. So before you make a major decision like that, it's good that you consult with a local realtor so that way you know exactly what's happening in your market. Then you want to look at updating light and fixtures. Most of the time that can be a pretty cost-effective way to modernize your house. Once again, adding more light, adding more style, more charm without costing you an arm and a leg. You know, if you got secondary bedrooms, you want to make sure they have ceiling fans that are working, that are nice, that the lights are all replaced. Speaking of replacing light fixtures, you also want to make sure you replace light bulbs throughout the home too, before you have it photographed and before you open it up to the marketplace. And then spruce up the bathroom. You know, if you have an older bathroom, you may want to look at getting a new vanity. You may want to look at doing a tiled shower now. Or even just little things like replacing the towel bars and the hand towel racks. And things of this nature can really help modernize your bathroom and once again add more value. And then also updating the kitchen. Kitchen and bathrooms are two of the most important features of a home. And obviously they say the home of the heart, or the kitchen is the heart of the home. Sorry. The kitchen is the heart of the home. So making sure you have a kitchen that's updated, and it can be painting the cabinets. You know, you may not need to get new cabinets, but maybe replacing the hinges. Now, the inside hinges is what people are looking for. So if you have older hinges, you may want to replace those with some inside hinges. Replacing your doorknobs and your drawer pulls can really help modernize it, as well as getting a fresh coat of paint on the cabinets. And then, of course, you know, people look at stainless steel appliances as an upgrade. So replacing black or white appliances with uniform stainless steel appliances can also add value to your home. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go out and buy the top dog Viking stove and all of this, but you can look for, you know, there's some wholesalers around, as well as some scratch and dent places where you can get a good value on appliances there from Lowe's or Home Depot or any of your home improvement stores. Then you also in the kitchen want to look at maybe adding, just like with the bathroom, adding a new countertop, maybe marble or granite, because that's what is selling right now. That's what the marketplace is looking for. And then, of course, you want to make sure you get ready for the future. So now you have the Ring doorbell and the Nest and the smart home technology, and that's where everything is headed, being able to monitor things with an app from your phone, as we use our phones for practically everything now. So having a programmable thermostat, being able to being able to lock and unlock doors, open and close the garage, turn on and off light switches, things of that nature. You may look at doing some of these upgrades so that way your home is being modernized and ready for the future, and whatever technology may come out to help advance the value of your home. And speaking of value, we here at the Newton Group with Coldwell Banker have a valuable asset that lets you, the homeowner, be able to make some of these repairs and adjustments to your home without costing you any money up front or out of pocket. Some pointers if you're thinking about putting your home on the market, but as always, consult with a local realtor, because in the market, depending on where you are, what zip code or neighborhood you're in, some of these things may be necessary, some may not, some may be more important than others. We definitely don't want you to waste money, but we want you to maximize your dollar, and these are some things to consider. So go through this list, think about what you're willing to do, consult with the local realtor, give us a call, 803-608-2597, and we'd be more than happy to have a free, confidential home evaluation of what you may need to do to get your home ready for the market this spring. So thank you so much. And as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us at 803-608-2597. I'm Antonio Newton with the Newton Group at Coldwell Banker, and thank you for watching today's episode of Time to Talk Tuesday.
This episode of Time to Talk Tuesday was brought to you by the Newton Group at Coldwell Banker, where nothing works until we do. Look for our episodes every Tuesday where Antonio Newton discusses the local market and common issues while providing quick solutions, creative ideas, as well as tips for investors, home buyers, and homeowners. If you'd like to reach out to us, we can be reached online and on land at area code 803-608-2597. So until next time, here's wishing you all fair winds, following seas, and gentle tides.